number 30, the rookie out of Indiana, their number 5 pick, saw the goal line, went right over him.
Not a bad average there, 7.8.
You know, they just fire out. And he's got to run over a safety out here. They just fill the hole, and he winds up in the end zone with a TD. Good job of creating a hole. Brown had him on the 4-yard line, and he just pulled over him.
Anderson for the point after, and a nice block by the much-maligned Antone Davis to help open that hole. The Eagles extend their lead to 13-0 behind Charlie Garner's running. 13-0 Eagles over the Steelers' third quarter. Randall Cunningham over the last 10 years has led the Philadelphia Eagles in rushing. 4,384 yards. And West Coast offense or not, you have to be able to run the football. And I don't mean your quarterback. And in the last couple of years, he hasn't rushed for that many yards, but he has still been the leading ground gainer for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's why they got Waters, and that's why they're hoping Charlie Garner comes back from the injury.
Take the pressure off him.
Pegram at the 1. Hit as he got to the 25. Well, Charlie Garner looks completely recovered.
You know what I'm impressed with is his decision-making process when he gets the ball. Very little hesitation, sees the holes and takes them, and does a nice job of lowering himself when he gets into the secondary, so there's not a lot to tackle. Ricky Waters is just a complete back. I mean, he does it all. Tremendous average, 4.3 yards.
If you took those 3 years rushing for the 49ers and applied them to the Eagles statistics, he would be in the top 3. Hastings makes the catch from Tom Zach. And sort of a derisive round of applause from the Steeler crowd here. They haven't seen much offense tonight.
And Andre Hastings is a guy that they need to have come up big. I mean, he was a third-round pick in '93. Didn't play a lot that year. Was hurt last year. Only had 20 catches, averaged 14 yards a catch. Has played well during the preseason in camp. They expect a lot out of him.
Second and 2 for Pegram on the sweep. First down across the 40, nailed out of bounds. Taken out by Barry Wilburn, number 45, the former Redskin. Pegram will certainly give them a change of pace. Even though Morris is able to run outside, Pegram gets it done about a step faster.
Like Ron Earhart, the offensive coordinator, compared him to Joe Morris. He gives you just that little bit of extra, a little bit more speed, a little bit more quicks outside.
93 rushed for 1,185 yards with Atlanta.
I thought he was going to be great.
I did too.
He can be.
Tom Zach straight back. Plenty of time now, has to scramble. Pegram, good catch. Well, you could see he took his eye off the ball after it hit him in the chest, and somehow he still managed to catch it.
Yeah, that pass fell in the category of ugly. Ron Dixon, number 90, is who they're hoping gives him some kind of a push up the middle. There's big number 90. He's got to push up there, get it back, drive the offensive line back, and create some problems. Penetrate. Does a nice job of getting back and driving the guard all the way back into his lefts.
He was working against the rookie third-round draft choice, Brendan Stye out of Nebraska. Tom Zach. Complete to Mark Bruner, the tight end, the rookie out of Washington. You know, guy caught 90 balls as a senior.
When you sit and visit with him, he's the kind of kid you root for. He's got a great work ethic. The coaches are so high on him. He wants to learn. He stays out and works hard. Here he comes from the left side of your screen, number 46. Now he'll come into the picture. Mike Tomczak does a nice job of buying time. Does an excellent job of catching the football.
Have a lot of hopes for him. Of course, they have to find somebody to replace Eric Green at tight end. Pegram back on the ground. Finds a hole up the middle down to the 36-yard line.
You know, another thing about Mark Bruner that's interesting. Steve Ettman is a good friend of his, and he was talking to Ettman about what's it like coming to the National Football League. He says, take the best guy you've ever played against in college and multiply it by 10, and you may almost get there. That's the difference in the level of play. This is from Steve Ettman to Mark Bruner.
Certainly hope Entman can play this year. Ron Earhart, the offensive coordinator, and of course the tight end has always been part of his offensive philosophy. Tomczak just airmails this one out of bounds, throwing it away. Of course, when you have guys like Bavaro and Eric Green to work into your offense, you do tend to use the tight end a lot.
Well, and I'll tell you, if you've got a tight end who can do the things that those guys have done, it gives you a weapon where you really get mismatches. You get linebackers having to try and defend the run and the pass, and you've got guys who are able to do both.
Jonathan Hayes, who was penciled in as the starter, primarily a blocker. Bruner more of a receiver, but a pretty good blocker in his own right. Draw play to Pegram. Boy, he's been impressive too. He and Garner have really done the job. Down to the 29 for Eric Pegram.
You know, third and long, second and long, if the defensive linemen want to rush, fine, let them come. What you do is let them get past the ball carrier. Mike Tomczak working from the shotgun, and Eric Pegram really does a nice job of picking his way for the last 6-7 yards.
Steve Avery and Pegram are the backs on first down. Tomczak had it knocked away at the last moment. Bobby Taylor, and a flag goes down. Bobby Taylor skied over Johnny Barnes to knock that one down.
And you know, it's interesting. Ray Rhodes said, you know, he just would like to see Bobby Taylor play a little closer.
He got his wish.
Yeah. You know, I mean, he's going to have to get closer and then back it off a little, but he almost made the play.
Pass interference, 21, defense, first down.
You know, he's a big guy at 6'3", plays off, allows Johnny Barnes to go up. Now he goes up to make the play.
Oh, I don't know.
You know,
you can touch him.
I think so. You're going through him to the ball.
It was a pretty athletic play he made. Tomczak intended for Bruner at the 1. Couldn't get it. There's a flag down on this play.
That one got tipped at the line of scrimmage.
The way the officials, well, we'll get the call here. And this will be a hold against Philadelphia. What we were told at the start of the season, the officials will make that call only if it changes the attitude of the receiver's body, if it changes the way he has a chance to make a catch. And under those circumstances, it looked like Taylor did real well.
21, defense, first down.
Well, got him again.
I think Bobby's getting just a little too close all the time now. There's the interference call. He's up in the air. He swats the ball away. I don't see hardly any part of his body in contact. That's just a good defensive play and a tough call against him.
Sure is. First and 5 after the penalty. Pegram took a shot that time. He was drilled by Ronnie Dixon.
Oh, they love it. A defensive line. Love it. I lost my helmet. This is great. Yeah, and they don't just walk after a helmet. Look at this. Does a nice job of standing up, and then right there goes the helmet. Yeah. Pow!
A little bit of a physical mismatch there. 195 against 310. Flags down again as Tomczak was running play action.
All-star, 62, offense.
Todd Kalis, the left guard. Well, you don't want Bill Cowher scouring at you.
No. Look at that look.
That's a serious scowl.
Yeah.
Well, one of the most successful young coaches that's ever taken over as a head coach in the NFL. He has built some franchise here. Tomczak with plenty of time. Throws. Hit. Incomplete.
You know, we were talking before about making tough catches, being a bad ball receiver. Johnny Barnes has a chance to make a play here now for his quarterback. It's going to come all the way across. Jerome Henderson in coverage, slides back. Johnny's running through. Got a chance, you know. No, it wasn't a perfect pass. The ball's behind him, I agree. But he's there, and he's got a chance to make the play. And he just can't quite do it.
And Barry Wilburn was right there with him. 3rd and 9. Tomczak with time, almost picked off the fingertips of Derek Oden.
Well, for whatever the Eagles are offensively inside the 20, they've done a heck of a job on the defensive side. Mark Bruner going across in the formation. Oden does a nice job. A nice job, except he forgot to catch the ball, and he knows he had it.
The Steelers not quite shining inside the 24 plays, a yard gained, and a turnover. And Norm Johnson comes on for his first field goal attempt as a Pittsburgh Steeler. And he's 1 for 1 and gets a huge hand. Johnson with a field goal, 13-3 Eagles. Mamula doing exactly what you expect from a first-round draft choice, Joe.
Yeah, but not quite at the level that he's done it, Mike. I don't think you expect to see him have this much success. He used a variety of different moves tonight. He goes inside hard on John Jackson. Then he comes around outside with a bull rush. Then it's a quick little spinner move, creating the fumble. Then he comes back now with just pure speed to turn the corner. You know, it's interesting. He is learning from William Fuller, a great teacher of pass rushers, and the one thing that William has tried to tell him is to learn to use his hands more. And that's what I think he did tonight.
Johnson with a kick to Kelvin Martin. Martin's got a lot of room on this side. Makes one cut off from behind at the 32. Nice return by Kelvin Martin. The saving tackle made by Lance Brown. Dan Rooney, the president of the Pittsburgh Steelers, following the long family tradition of this proud franchise. His dad, Art, passed away a few years ago, a loss for anyone who cared about football. He loved this city and he loved this football team. Pete goes back to work for the Eagles and is buried at the 24.
That was what's called a coverage sack. That was a nice job by the people in the secondary. Just gave Rodney Peete nowhere to go with the football. There he is going back. As he goes back, he sets, he's looking. Stop it right there. You can see. He thinks he's got one here. He doesn't have the confidence. He's got it here. Heck, he's got it everywhere. He just decided not to throw it.
And then Leathon Flowers decided to get the sack. Here's Witherspoon trying to get onside. Spun around. Coming back the other way. Blockers in front. There's a flag down.
What a nice job by Rodney Peete showing his toughness to throw a block. This is going to be a face mask penalty, and they're going to tack it on at the end. Hey, your quarterbacks can finish too. Way to go, Rodney. Now they're discussing whether it's 5 or 15. That's going to be the question.
Well, he ran 50 to gain 14 on that play.
Personal foul, face mask, number 54, defense. First down.
Dante Jones, the rookie from Nebraska.
As he goes left, there he is, hanging on right there. Now look at the job he does coming back. Watch number 9, though. Watch this devastating block by number 9. Get out there, run. Oh, yes! Oh, you got to get defensive back. They'll talk about Willie Williams all year now. They got blocked by a quarterback.
Well, the quarterback comes out in you on every one of those, doesn't it? Flags will stop this play. And Pete is talking to Witherspoon. Somebody went the wrong way.
Ball start, 76, Offense. Still first down.
Mike, that brings up one of the